Yo guys, it's iWork24/7 and I'm going to teach you guys how to properly defend. Now, these are really only the basics. I don't know much about soccer, so you can quote me in the comments. Like I said, this is only the basics, and these are things that you should know as a defender in order to help your team a lot. Now, these techniques, strategies, whatever you want to call them, will not necessarily show up on the scoreboard. So a lot of people will think you did crap when actually you were the puppeteer of most of the game. And I'm going to teach you how to do these tricks. Anyways, yeah, like, subscribe, etc. It's iWork24/7, and see you in 2, 3, 1. I can't count. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, let me introduce you to the field because this is where the game starts. Here's the goalie, obviously. We got the wings of the field right here and right here, and then we've got the middle right here. Now, your job is to keep people away from the middle. Why? Because it's easier to shoot. See all the vulnerable spots that we have as a goalkeeper if someone shoots from the middle versus if someone shoots from the side, they can only shoot like right here. They can shoot over here, but it's going to be a lot more narrow and easier to predict. All right, let me show you what it looks like as an attacker. Oh, right here. As an attacker, here's your cone of attack. You can attack here, here, and anything in between. There's going to be a goalkeeper right here. But for the most part, you have a pretty good amount of opportunity. Now, as we get closer to the wing, oopsie, popped up right there. Your cone of attack gets smaller. Smaller on the bottom, and on the top, just a little bit more narrow. But here is your area of attack compared to when you're in the middle, you had all this room. You can't really tell from now, but just believe me. Oh, popping that in. Now, you're on the wing. You're in the corner on the wing. Look at your area of attack. That is nothing right here. Most beginners can't even aim for this spot, much less be able to make a shot and get a goal in there, especially with a goalkeeper right here standing legit. Like, you have to aim right here, right here, right here, or right here. And in the most part, if a goalkeeper's standing here, the closer they are to you, the less likely you're going to make it because they're going to block it. Boom, boom, boom. It's hard for you to make these shots on the wing. So that means, like I said, be in the middle as a defender and push enemies towards the corner or just to the side in general because it's harder to make a shot. All right, let's move on. All right, so let's get to the bulk of where the video is going to be. It's going to be examples, real life examples of how to defend. Here it is. All right, so my teammate bumps off the wall. I go for a kick, boom. And at this point, I'm thinking the ball went over here. My teammate can't get it. I can't get it. So what I'm gonna do is turn around because I see on the minimap that the enemy is getting closer to my side of the field. So I know that the goalie is going to grab it. He's going to throw it not to this guy because he's so close. He's going to throw it to the far one because there's no defenders on him. We got this. Boom. So I run towards his teammate. It's going to take him a second to grab and locate the ball, so he has to stay in one spot unless he's thrown a leading pass, but it didn't look like a leading pass. So I'm on him. Boom. Where am I positioned? Closer to the middle, pushing him towards the edge, the wings. It makes it harder to score from there, which means that all he can do is dribble past me or or pass to his teammate, which is right here, which is also going towards the middle of the field to open up for a score. So what would he do? Pass. I'm not going to assume he's dribbling because dribbling is more risky. It's easier to intercept. So I'm just going to assume he's passing. And if he's dribbling, I have options to prepare for that too. But here we go. Boom. He goes for the pass. I hear the pass. And so I start heading towards the middle right here. Not on the enemy, because if the enemy gains possession of the ball quickly, he can dribble past me quick or pass over me again. Versus going to the middle right here means that I'm in the middle of both of them. Being in the middle of both of your enemies and closer to your goal is the optimal position that you want to be in, because Then it takes a shorter amount of time to get to your opponents and a shorter amount of time to get to the goal. I run towards the enemy. The enemy fumbles, kind of. Takes a little bit more to get the ball. I start running towards the middle. He rainbow flicks. I don't know why. Probably just to try to move towards where he can score in the field, but I'm already there. Positioning. Boom. Steal the ball. Pass to my teammate. And boom. I'm not going to show the rest because I don't know if we make this. Actually, let's see. We make it. All right. Easy. But defending allows you to counterattack. So the better the defender you are, the easier it's going to be to coordinate a counterattack with your teammate. The next example right here. He goes for a shot, misses. All right. Enemy's going there. They're going to get the ball. I see that. Boom. This guy is about to get open, but you can also reset with the goalie. My person steals it. That's fine. We're going to go for another shot. He failed. He trips. The goalie's open. Enemies are over here. I'm in a perfect spot because he can't pass it to nobody unless he wants to pass it to my team. I'm making sure that I can see both enemies. And if not, I'm looking at the minimap. I'm in the middle because I want these guys to run to the wings. They're not going to run to the middle because if they run to the middle, then there's a defender on them. I know he's going to either pass to this guy or this guy. So all I'm going to do is just center myself with the goalie. Boom. He passes this side. Now, knowing that there's a person on this side, I'm going to move towards this guy. And remember, keep your distance and stay in the middle because if you stay in the middle, there's a defender in the middle. But if you stay on the sides, that means there's no defenders on the sides and they're going to want to run on the sides, which means a harder shot for them because they're on the wings. I run towards this guy knowing that this guy is behind me. So I know that if he passes, I'm going to run back to this guy. Or if he dribbles past me, I'm just going to run towards the goal. Let's see. I run towards him and boom, a pass. I hear it and I see it. So I'm going to start running towards the other teammate. I see him going backwards, so I'm going to run towards him. Remember, staying in the middle of, on the opposite side of the ball on the teammate, an enemy teammate. I know that this guy is open because I left him open on purpose. Because, one, I wanted to put pressure on him to pass so he could pass it back to his teammate. Now, these are all things that I make. They're split-second decisions that I make. So you really have to practice this in order to get it. Which is why I changed direction and start heading towards this guy because I know he's pressuring him. Boom, a pass. I turn my camera. I see him right here. I'm in between him and the goalie. Perfect spot. He's on the wing still, and I see the ball already coming towards me. So I'm going to go grab the ball. Easy. I get the ball. Boom, bada boom. I bounce it off the wall. Oh, enemy gets it again. So I've put my team in a bad position. My guy is over here running towards him. He's not in front of him. Both of these guys are right here. He can pass to his guy, but most likely he's going to pull it up because there's no defender on him yet. He pulls it up. Boom. These two guys right here, he misses his tackle. I'm the only line of defense. This is a perfect spot I'm in because if he shoots it, he has to go through me to get to the goalie. If he passes it, it's going to take a little bit of a second. I'll move forward, and he'll have to shoot through me and the goalie. I'm going super fast, but I'm going through a whole bunch of stuff. So he's going to shoot it. I didn't think he would shoot it from this far, but oh well. Off the wall, and I know it's going to be a narrow off the wall. So it's going to land either in front of him or in front of his teammate. My teammate gets it. He goes for the kick. Boom, bada boom. Whatever. I'm not the best at scoring, so it's okay. Boom. He misses. All right. Teammates over here. Enemies are grouped up, which means it's good for us. All right. They start to spread out. Remember, I'm in the middle, so they don't want to stay in the middle. They want to go to the wings. And because they're going towards the wings, it's a harder shot for them. I know that this goalie only can pass to this guy or this guy, and he's going to pass to them because I'm not pressuring any of them. Boom. He passes. I see that he's passing this guy. I change direction real quick. I'm going to cover him, but keep an eye on him. I think he might pass it, but okay, well, the goalie messed up. But still, that's another little explanation of how I'm thinking. I'm going to explain the way back again. It's probably not going to end in a goal, but we'll see. Like, why are you dribbling? You have a teammate right here. Ooh, almost. Okay, let's look at this position. Same thing. He could pass to this guy or this guy. Remember what I'm thinking while I'm doing it. I'm staying in the middle, so then they stay to the sides. Boom, he passed to this guy. Keep an eye on this guy. Boom, off the wall. I know it's going to go to this guy, so I'm going to try to move as close as I can to the middle of the goalie and my enemy. I go for a dive because he might shoot forward right now. But we get it. Easy, simple. Okay, he gets tripped. They're probably going to steal the ball again. I see this, so I position myself in the middle of both of these guys. I know that he's pressured right here, double pressured, so he might go for a pass or a shot if he's crazy. But keep an eye on this guy. Boom. He went for a shot, which was stupid. Boom. Oh, I messed up. So he's probably going to go for a shot here or pass it to his teammate, which is open right here. And I intercept. But the point is, when you know positioning, then you're easily able to figure out where you need to go to either intercept or block the ball from making a shot into the goal. Let's see. Ball's right here. Enemy's right here. He's probably going to come and get it. Or I'm going to get it. One or the other. See, I blocked him from scoring. He still scored, unfortunately, because it went right past me. But being in front of the enemy is more than enough to make them panic shoot. And panic shots, even though it doesn't block, it's pressure on them. It's harder to shoot with a defender in front of you than it is without one. With no defender in front of you, you feel safe. With a defender in front of you, you feel less safe. Now, I hope you guys liked the first video of my defensive series. There is a lot of things to cover. So that is just basically positioning and how to move yourself around on the field so then you can get into this perfect spot to defend. This isn't even going over defense yet. No blocks, no intercepts. Just using the tips that I gave you in this video, you're going to be a better defender overall. I mean, it's not a lot, but like I said, it's very simple. This is the first step in order to become a better defender. So, stay tuned. I will make the next video soon. And yeah, thank you guys. Like and subscribe, etc. Peace.